Hey, folks, good morning. It's a beautiful day today. No rain, just relaxing for me. Hey, it's the first Monday of the new year. I want to say Happy New Year's or belated Happy New Year's to anyone I've forgotten to say hi to. As the first Monday of the new year, one of the things I always do on every new year is to appraise my life at the beginning of the year. This coming year is going to be one of those challenging year for me as part of progression of life. I'm hoping, I pray I graduate. I get three more classes left to get this degree and continue the other and still continue to finish the final degree of my career. But I want to talk about expectations. A few weeks ago, just before Christmas, I was talking to a couple of friends of mine. We were talking about how do we support individuals throughout our lives. How did we provide guidance? And one of the things that everyone seems to use the word is expectations. I have expectations for myself, and that's been part of who I am, even though it took 5, 6, 7, 8, maybe 10 years. The expectations is present and it's always going to be there for me. But I don't have that when it comes to people, to other people who I mentor or I guide or I counsel. Expectation is built on the premise of you, the person. I always tell people I have an idea, I have a plan, I have a progressive view of what that person or that one should be. One of the things that I was asked by a friend of mine just a while ago, why I don't use expectations towards people I know or people I work with or anything. Expectations is a triggering word for a lot of people. The only person who should have an expectation is themselves, is the person who's saying, I expect to do this. People like me do have expectations towards people, other people I work with, people I live with, my family, my friends. I have expectations over the growth. But the thing is, we use expectations in that aspect. That's based on my experience, folks. Is that some people will be driven by that word. Hey, Jay has an expectation for me to grow, so I better grow. But there's other people who uses the word expectation and is in their insight, in their mind, it's pressure. So what I use as a mentor and as a leader is something that a lot of people don't seem to use a lot in everything. It's something I've been using for over 30 years. I don't use the word expectations. I use growth. My growth is based on my expectations. I always tell myself that every day, and I tell that to a lot of people. When I talk to people I mentor, the people I lead, I said, I have I have a growth idea based on your development, based on your uh, um, changes and challenges that you have fought through. Those are growth development that is real. Then in the end of that paragraph or the point I'm trying to state to people, then then I ask them, with that growth potential that you have, what is your expectation? Your Because I pass it to them saying, hey, he's asking me what I expect of myself. So that is a variable that people don't use a lot. In psychology, we always term the that we have to reflect on the strength and the weakness of the person. I always look at the weakness as their strength, while their strength is their growth. That's something leadership forgets in many cases. It doesn't matter if you're in the military, you're in the civilian market. in a private sector or a public sector. Growth itself is your expectation, your personal growth. What do you expect you to be at that time? So that's the expectation that must be based on the person themselves. My goal as a leader, as a mentor, is I want you to develop your weakness. Develop what you have that you think you need to be strengthened with. So expectations today in my life, the beginning of the new year, the first day of Monday of this new year, my expectation is to continue and graduate and get this degree. My expectation is to have a better and healthy life lifestyle this coming year. These are general expectation, but I'm pushing for because it's my ultimate goal. So for me to you guys, what is your expectation? What is your expectation for yourself? Remember, we will always have goals, but people will always change the goals to fit this narrative on the situation they're in. But expectations, personal expectation from your mouth has to come from your heart and from your mind. What do you expect to be? What do you expect to have or to gain this year? So in the end, enjoy what life brings. The first expectation is your health, your happiness, and your welfare. That's the expectation you should have for yourself. My growth is based on those aspects that I have to grow in certain phases. What is your growth potential? What is your growth development going to be this year? Expectation on growth can be the same, but sometimes expectation might be a little higher. Growth might be a little bit second base. So in the end, enjoy what the year comes, what the year brings, and have a beautiful and great morning. And enjoy what Monday brings. And of course, I don't know if you guys knew that yesterday night was my Lions and Vikings game. It was a great game for Lions fan. I'm a Lions fan, so I'm thankful it was a great game. I enjoyed it, and now they have a bye week. So for everybody else who enjoys great football and good football, I know I hope you guys enjoyed the Sunday night football like I did, and it was a fun game. So for now, take care, stay safe, and have a beautiful and blessed Monday. Stay safe and keep smiling.